Several years ago, the National Recreation and Park Association released the Daily Dozen Playground Safety Checklist. This checklist empowers staff with the knowledge of playground safety standards in order to identify hazards and keep children safe. What does this mean for Parks and Rec departments? Well, if you don't already have a formal daily playground inspection cadence or procedure, this 12-point checklist is a great place to start. Here are the 12 components to NRPA's checklist.
The first thing to check for is proper surfacing. Falls are the #1 injury on playgrounds. For example, trip hazards, displacement, improper drainage, and unacceptable surfacing material like concrete or blacktop. You want it to be soft enough to cushion a fall. You want to make sure your playground is accessible. Is there enough variety in your equipment to include children with disabilities? Is there accessible routes and inclusive surfacing present? Are your play areas designed to accommodate parent or caregiver supervision? Signs should be posted in a way that supervisors can easily read them. Age-appropriate signs should be clearly visible. For example, things like standing arch climbers, cable walks, and fulcrum seesaws are not recommended for preschool users. Equipment like trampolines, swinging gates, heavy metal swings, free-swinging ropes, exercise rings, and trapeze bars should be avoided altogether. Playgrounds must also have a minimum fall zone of 6 feet around all playground equipment. In the event of a fall, this prevents children from colliding with other nearby playground equipment or objects. Protrusion and entanglement hazards are another thing to look out for. Search for any hardware, bolts, S-hooks, or rungs that could impale or cut a child. Any protrusions that could catch on strings or clothing are especially important to look out for because they can cause strangulation or choke hazards. Enclosed openings, especially around slides, platforms, and climbers, should be smaller than 3.5 inches or larger than 9 inches. Pay close attention to things like guardrails and enclosures on elevated platforms. It's important to look out for exposed concrete footings, abrupt changes in surface elevation, tree roots, tree stumps, and rocks on your playground because this could pose a trip hazard. Check playground equipment for sharp edges or moving components. Could any of the moving equipment like suspension bridges, swings, or track rides cause crush or shear injuries? Playground safety is all about taking preventative and systematic measures. Stick to a regular schedule of inspections, preventative maintenance, and prompt corrective maintenance to keep your park's playground free from hazards that could cause serious injury. Lastly, you should have your playground inspected on a regular basis by a certified playground inspector to ensure that your playground meets the acceptable standards.
If you manage a park and want to streamline your playground safety inspections, check out Cartegraph for playground equipment. Built on ASTM standards, Cartegraph's simple yet powerful playground maintenance app helps you inventory and map components, streamline work, document safety inspections, and comply with CPSI and NPSI requirements. Record your daily dozen safety inspections and complete assignments in the field using your mobile device. Back at the office, supervisors can monitor maintenance activities and costs in real time. For more information or to start a free trial, visit cartegraph.com/playground. If you're interested in becoming a CPSI certified playground safety inspector or want to download a copy of the NRPA's Daily Dozen Playground Safety Inspection Checklist, visit nrpa.org/CPSI.